Welcome to this episode of The Good, the Bad and the Kaiju. We're your host Mark and Sam. Today we're covering Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. Got that wrong, didn't I?
Yeah.
Space Godzilla.
Not a good start.
Yeah. Do you want to lead on this one? Or
Okay. So it's the film's. It was made about towards the end of '94, and it's almost direct sequel to. It's continuing the story from Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, but it's I don't know how long in universe it is between the films.
Well, Baby Godzilla's grown up a bit to be...
Yeah, he's now about...
What's he called in this? I forgot.
Little
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
What is it?
Little Godzilla.
Little
I was going to say he's about a third of Godzilla's height.
Right, yes. And he looks like he's been designed to be on toy shop shelves, really. That's exactly how he looks. He reminds me of the what are they called?
Dorats?
Dorats, that's it. The Dorats, kind of like that, but they were nicer.
Really?
Well, a bit. Than this. It's all comparative, isn't it? Yeah. So what did you think of this one?
I thought it was pretty good.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Space Godzilla is kind of an interesting design. He's kind of embedded in a massive crystal for a lot of it, flying through space, isn't he? We also get a few other things. We get a fairy Mothra.
Yeah, that was weird. The Mothra twins, the
fairies,
Cosmos.
Yeah,
they have a bit of a presence, but for no real reason.
We kind of see... I thought we saw Mothra flying through space distributing some weird dust.
Yeah, that was the fairy Mothras.
Yeah, I thought it was the real Mothra, though. But it wasn't. It was the fairy Mothras. And they just turn up and sing a bit of the Mothra song, but not the good bit, the bit that you don't remember much. Yeah, they don't really do anything, though. No,
they just appear and explain stuff that everyone already knows.
Well, I had real trouble following the plot of this completely. Yeah. I don't understand what Space Godzilla was all about in terms of where it came from.
Okay, this is going to take a bit of explaining, and you're probably going to laugh a lot.
Right.
Now, some of Godzilla's cells, which were either carried up by Biollante when that one...
Biollante?
Yeah,
okay.
Biollante exploded, remember?
Yeah.
And so it all went up into space.
Yeah.
Well, it went upwards at the very least. It was either done by that or carried by cells that had rubbed off on Mothra during their fight.
That makes more sense, yeah. Or possibly Mecha King Ghidorah.
No, because King Ghidorah collapsed. It went into the sea, remember? But
wasn't he in space before he arrived?
That's he was on Earth the whole time.
Okay, I got that wrong. Okay. Right.
But then the cells, however they got up there, went into a black hole.
Right.
Fused with some strange crystalline substance. Came out of a white hole.
Yeah.
And formed Space Godzilla.
Space Godzilla. Oh, okay. So that's why he was embedded in a giant crystal.
Yeah.
And he just happened to be coming towards Earth.
No, he was coming to Earth specifically to kill Godzilla.
Oh, so Space Godzilla was sentient for quite a while?
Yeah, he's sentient.
Okay, and why did he want to kill Godzilla?
I'm not actually sure. They say in the film that it was to head some invasion, but I think he just wanted to kill Godzilla.
The thing is, it was dubbed, and, sometimes they just put anything they like in a dub. Don't they? It doesn't have to be original script. It was... I was going to say confused. It was just incoherent, really.
Yeah.
What was going on? We also got another big machine, didn't we?
Mogura.
Which was built from the wreckage of Mechagodzilla, I think.
It's both from the wreckage and to replace Mechagodzilla.
So you like this one?
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't short on action.
No, so the last half of it was all one massive fight.
Yeah, it just went on and on and on and on. I wasn't a fan of this one. This was, to me, was the weakest of the Heisei so far.
I found it cool because Godzilla had a bit more sort of personal investment in it. I mean, usually it's just, this monster's shown up, I'm gonna fight it.
Yeah.
But now this monster's shown up and he's kidnapped my son.
Yeah. That's true. The Sun thing was really goofy. I mean, it started with guys on an island and laying tear gas mines in case Godzilla turned up. And you think, so you've gone somewhere specific to lay mines in case a creature turns up there. What? Anyway,
according to Wikipedia, it'd been an island he'd been like frequenting because.
So what did they? Were they trying to trap him? I mean, they were doing research, weren't they?
There was the Japanese military who was trying to control him with telepaths. Oh yeah, and they emotionally blackmailed Miki into taking part in this.
Yeah, the woman who was a telepath. Yeah.
Yeah, and there was also the crazy Rambo guy who wanted to kill Godzilla.
Yeah, and they were there coexisting happily with completely different goals and aims. It was really weird. The cause and effect of the characters was completely bonkers, really. It didn't make any sense. And I'll put that partly down to the dubbing, but I don't know. Who knows? A lot of the weird subplots were just completely pointless. Didn't really do anything other than fill some screen time. A shorter film would have been better, but having said that, there was so much fighting in this. It did need a bit of breaking up. There was also a plot with the three pilots in the Megara.
That was stupid.
And I couldn't figure out what they were going on about. They kept changing seats and arguing, and didn't one shoot?
One went nuts and went after Godzilla because he was the Rambo guy.
I couldn't follow that really.
Yeah.
And I thought the little Godzilla design, as I mentioned, was toy shop fodder really. And I thought the previous design, the baby Godzilla, was better than this, and that was pretty bad.
He does turn into Godzilla Jr., which does look a lot better.
Yes, you showed me a picture of it. It does look better. Yeah. I kind of like this design of the Space Godzilla. I think that's pretty cool. Even though he had kind of a Christmas tree bauble on his head, a bit like who had that? One of Gamera's opponents said something like that. Didn't But this film was way too long. Way too long. It was an hour and 40 or so, and it felt like it really dragged in the last half hour.
It did drag.
Though I really like the Godzilla design.
Yeah.
They always change it slightly, I think. It's hard to tell, but it looked a bit chunky around the legs. It was kind of cool, though. It's kind of cool. Not a fan of this one. We've only got one more in the Heisei, haven't we?
Godzilla
how do you think this compares to the other Heisei? I mean, we started with Biollante, didn't we?
I think either Ghidorah or Mechagodzilla is my favourite so far.
I really like Biollante. But I do like the series as a whole, actually. I've enjoyed them really a lot. But this one's the weakest and the one I've enjoyed the least. But it was all right, and I'm still looking forward to seeing the last of the Heisei, which is, I think, Godzilla vs. Destroyer, which I think we'll do next time. But it was all right. It was okay, this one. What would you give this one out of 10?
I'd give it about a 5.
I'll give it a 5.2. Yeah, I think that's a fair score. It's still head and shoulders above Gamera.
Yeah.
The worst Godzillas are still better than the best Gamera. Well, maybe it's not quite that strong, but it certainly feels like it a lot. This one was all right, and I look forward to the next one. Anything else to say about it?
No,
it's been a short cast, this one. It was just lots and lots of fighting, and it got very repetitive and got a bit incoherent. It was basically Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla was kind of very, very powerful, but he was like he also had psychic abilities.
Yeah, he was psychic. He could shoot lasers from his mouth. He could shoot lasers from his shoulders. He could control crystals. At one point, crystals started flying in the air, and I said, "What's this about?" Then we couldn't figure it out. But then they started raining down on Godzilla, didn't they? Godzilla looked really outmatched in this, but he still won. Yeah, it's Godzilla. And it's amazing when a roar from Godzilla Jr. or Little Godzilla kind of revives him, doesn't it? I kind of liked it, but only the monster stuff. And I felt there was too much of that, which doesn't usually happen to me. I'm usually the more the better. But this was like, when we looked at the clock and the fight had been going on ages and there was still half an hour left, it was like, wow, how are they going to feel this? And it was mostly fighting. I was thinking they'd probably fight for like half of it, and then there's some like conclusion with Mogura and getting the little Godzilla out of the prison.
None of that.
Nope.
Nah, just stop. Okay, all right. So Godzilla vs. Destroyer will probably be our next cast in our Kaiju series. So it's bye from me.
Bye.